Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. How did Roman Reigns become the WWE superstar? Well, he was recently on Stephanie McMahon's podcast, and he shared some very cool details about his life. One being that Roman Reigns is a huge believer in God. It's the foundation for everything that he does, and I thought that was really cool for him to share on a podcast. He also shared about, potentially going to Hollywood and doing movies and doing all these sorts of things and following in the footsteps of The Rock or John Cena or Batista, who are, the three big Hollywood names who left WWE and went into Hollywood. Batista being ranked as the highest rated actor to ever come from WWE. John Cena obviously retiring this year to go full-time into that, and we know what The Rock has been doing. Of course, Roman Reigns is going to get these types of offers. I believe he's in a new movie, Street Fighter. And will he just leave? Will he become a semi-part-timer, a part-timer? Will he leave WWE altogether? And Roman Reigns shares that he's always going to be a WWE superstar. That is what he does. That is who he is. He's always going to be Roman Reigns, and he's always going to be a WWE superstar. So that leaves the question, how did Roman Reigns become the guy? How did Roman Reigns become the WWE superstar in the world right now? So when you think about the best in the world, I think there are a couple criteria, and one of those criteria is that, does this person sell tickets? Does this person make money? Does this person move merchandise? And does this person have great main event matches? And that is Roman Reigns to a T. So when you think about who is the best in the world currently, it's definitely not CM Punk. Gunther's definitely up there, but Roman Reigns is the guy. He has the most aura. He changes the game every time he steps out of the curtain, every time his music hits, whether he's been gone for a week, 6 months, 2 months. Everything, the vibe just drastically changes when Roman Reigns walks through the door. And this has been a 9-year sort of experiment to get him there. Vince McMahon picked Roman Reigns as the next guy. And there were times in there where it was not good, where the fans rejected him. I mean, you can remember the time where he won the Royal Rumble and The Rock was with him, and the fans in Philadelphia were rejecting him. There was times where he couldn't cut a promo, where he was embarrassing himself in the ring with the way he acted and some of his facial expressions and his mic work and just being able to handle stuff. But he made it. He made it through those trenches to finally be this guy. To finally be this guy who's just so comfortable in the ring. You can tell greatness in any sport, whether it's football, basketball, professional wrestling. The person who is at their very best can just slow everything down. So they see everything in slow motion. They see the match in slow motion, so they know exactly what they want to do next. They have a feel about what's happening. In promos, like Roman has transcended sort of the wrestling promo. Let me tell you what, brother, I'm coming to you Saturday. We're going to get... Like, that's not a promo. Roman Reigns just talks. He talks to you like he's talking at a bar, like he has normal, natural pauses in his voice. He sounds comfortable in there, and it wasn't always that way. I mean, this guy couldn't cut a promo to save his life, but Roman Reigns has been preparing for this moment, and the person that really set Roman all the way up to the top was Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman only backs guys who are going to make money, because if they make money, Paul Heyman makes money, and that's really what the professional wrestling business is all about. It's about making money, selling tickets and making money, and Roman is the best in the world at that right now. He's on the ticket at Clash in Paris. They've sold over 30,000 tickets. Like, that guy moves tickets. And Vince McMahon picked Roman Reigns. Some people hate that idea. Like, why is he the hand-picked guy? They picked John Cena. You only get to pick 2 to 3 guys every 10 years to take over that mantle. Of course they pick him. How else is it going to happen? Professional wrestling is a predetermined sport, and you can pick whoever you want to put inside of a storyline and create a narrative around them that creates something magical. Of course, some things happen organically and naturally, but yes, you have to pick and move and create, and so you build someone up to be the guy. It happened to John Cena. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. We're being force-fed Cena. It's Super Cena. Now you look at John Cena in the last couple months of his career, and people absolutely love him because they finally appreciate how good he is and how much he gave to the WWE. Same with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, he's being force-fed to us. We don't like him. He's not very good. Why is he the next guy? Get him out of here. Now, every time Roman walks down the ramp or his music hits, he has absolute aura and the fans go nuts. But there was this really sticky period in there where it looked like Roman was going to fall flat on his face and the fans were never, ever, 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 ever going to accept him. Then you have that day on Friday Night SmackDown where we show Paul Heyman connected to Roman Reigns, and that was it. Because all that time, Roman Reigns was so busy because he was working so hard to be really good in the ring, to have really good promo skills. He was not only was he doing matches and being on TV, but he was working behind the scenes with probably Vince, with Paul Heyman, with all sorts of people to make sure he was so polished and so ready. And then he gets to be in the ring with John Cena and Edge and Daniel Bryan, all these people, so that and then all these main events and Brock Lesnar, and so he can shape himself into the wrestler he is today, so that he could carry the mantle. And he had one of the best, if not the best, title runs, of the last 20 years. He's going to win a championship again. He's probably going to win the Royal Rumble in 2026 and then win his championship back at WrestleMania and then eventually probably face The Rock in 2027. Maybe. Might have the championship there. He might not. But we have to just sit and really understand the greatness that we're seeing from Roman Reigns. We are in the midst of a living legend who could potentially go down as one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time, and definitely has to be considered to be put on the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling, of WWE already right now as we stand on August 29th, 2025. So that's what I think what's created this aura, this absolute vibe that Roman Reigns is. He's not just a WWE superstar. Roman Reigns is the WWE superstar, and right now he is the best in the world at what he does, and it's because he's put in 8 years ahead of this of just constant work and working on his craft and working on his body and working on his promo and working on his matches and talking about people and getting tips and tricks and just having all of the possible experience you can have so that when he gets in the ring, he just is so comfortable in there. Everything slows down when he gets on the mic. He's so comfortable. And then when he walks out, he knows exactly who he is, who he wants to be, and how he wants to represent Roman Reigns. It's absolutely beautiful to watch, and we should give people their flowers while we can. So right now, Roman Reigns, I'm giving you your flowers. You are the WWE superstar, and thank you for making professional wrestling better. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.